We always say not to save porn, but when you do, your power goes out. What do you do when you go with your power goes out and a half a tube of lube next to you? You use your imagination. Imagination.
You don't have some like Sears catalogs or something?
Yeah,
laying
where's
around?
the Victoria's Secret catalogs? Where's the
Well,
junk mail?
Wasn't even going that far, but
You could have.
hello everybody and welcome to episode 185 of Ignore the Backlog podcast. My name is the real Portz and Evil Space Money is sitting here, and sorry I came in so hard.
You came in real hard. Also, the hand actions, like.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
all new
excited.
for me.
All right.
Are you excited?
This came up fast. I don't know how it feels for you, but doing live podcasts, it feels like not enough of a
It
week
didn't feel
goes
like
by.
enough time.
Right? Yeah, dude.
I mean, we edited it, and then it was like Thursday, and it was like, okay, it's out, and then I was like, oh fuck, we gotta record it.
I know. I'm like, Jesus, didn't we just do this?
It's like, fuck, I just talked to you.
I didn't
And
play
then
anything.
I literally just talked to you. But yeah,
Yeah.
on Friday when we got real drunk. Actually,
That was
said
a
I
good time. I
making
rewatched some of that VOD, and it was,
Is it hard to watch? It's so hard to watch.
yeah. I mean, if you sort out the audio issues, it might be listenable, but even then, people are just talking
It's
over each
so
other
hard.
nonstop,
Yeah, it's so hard to
which
deal
is
with
fun.
it.
People seem to like that, and it's fine.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. We're just there to get
It's
drunk
once every
and have
2
a shit
weeks.
show. Yeah.
It's for silly goose times,
Don't care. Yeah, it's mostly
and everyone's
just to
drunk,
hang out.
hopefully, or high, as some might.
Inebriated in some way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do meth if you
Safely-
have to. You know,
safely?
whatever you
Oh,
got in your.
I mean,
No.
no, I don't think meth.
Okay. Well.
I dealt with too many meth heads and coke heads working in the fucking food industry, dude. It was nuts.
Sure. Okay.
Sure,
How about mushrooms? They could be on mushrooms.
Sure, I could accept psilocybin. I think that's
Yeah.
safe. I think that's a safe bet.
Psilocybin.
Psilocybin? Is it
Yeah.
psilocybin? I thought
Yeah.
it was psilocybin. I'm so
Mhm.
sorry. I'm an idiot. Sandwich, that's fair. Okay, what did you play this very short week of ours?
I was hoping you wouldn't ask me that, but
I heard you told me a preview of it on Friday, or maybe this was just a weird dream that I had. So what happened to RuneScape?
oh, so that was actually the week before, but
Oh, okay.
it was right after the podcast. It was literally
Yeah.
the same day. So I got back into RuneScape briefly.
Yeah.
Playing my main account. I was playing another Moneymaker alt account. It was going good.
Mhm.
And then I went about a week without playing because I just was doing other things.
Yeah.
And that's exactly enough time for someone to hack into your account, remove your bank pin, and steal all your shit. So that's what happened to me. I
Your
don't play
main
RuneScape
account?
anymore. Yeah, it was my main account that had. It was about like if you were to take how much it costs, because there are microtransactions in RuneScape.
Right.
Although I've never used them because I've been playing since I was 12. Why would the fuck would I need them? But the real world value is about $435 for what I lost on that
I mean,
account.
it still sucks. That's your time.
No, it's tons. That's so much. To earn it back with the current account I have, which I wouldn't do probably because I don't know how they got in. I don't go to shady sites. I don't understand how it happened.
Do you have anything on your computer, possibly?
Maybe I scanned. Nothing. I
Nothing?
changed all my passwords just in case from a different computer.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's good. I don't know.
It's such a bummer.
But since I don't know how they got in, I don't feel comfortable playing the account. I'm like I don't know how to
Have you-
secure it. I didn't have two-factor on though, which is a big problem
Or-
because I wasn't playing that account for years.
I know, I
why
get it,
why would I play
get
it? Or why would I have it? So
Oh.
yeah, I didn't have two-factor. So I have two-factor on your accounts if you care about it.
Oh.
But it's a blessing in disguise, okay? I can
Right.
sunset RuneScape. I don't need to
Okay.
fucking play that game anymore. Even though I just bought 2 years of membership on it.
I
It
know. I
doesn't
was
matter.
just gonna say. Oh,
It's only like $80. It really doesn't matter.
Have you contacted them to see
No.
about restoring your account or anything, or can
They
they?
don't do that. They have a
They just
zero
say,
time.
"Fuck
They're like
you."
your account is your responsibility, and it's fair enough.
Yeah.
even though I don't know how they got in. It's very confusing.
So weird.
But yeah, I'm kind of happy it happened in a way because I can focus on Lord of the Rings. That's my
Okay.
MMO.
Yeah.
And I don't have this gnaw to go play that game because I'm pissed at it. You know.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Time to shelf RuneScape for
Exactly.
quite a while.
Hopefully forever. God willing.
Hopefully forever. Goodbye.
I did toy with the idea of going to regular RuneScape and playing in like an Iron Man there because there's so much stuff there I've never seen. The game is wildly different.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm playing Lord of the Rings. It's fine. I don't have time for 2 MMOs right now.
Yeah. Don't
And
do
Diablo
it.
4 is about to come out. Come on, you know.
You're so
A little,
fucked.
a little redonk. Yeah, I am fucked. It's very true.
You're so fucked, dude. Okay. Okay, that sucks.
Yeah, so RuneScape is hopefully gone, and Lord of the Rings is new. It's in. We're playing that,
Okay.
and I also played Red Dead 1.
Ooh,
Red Dead
okay.
Redemption 1, I guess
Yeah.
I should say, not Revolver. Just a little bit last night. Me and Faye were playing Diablo 2, and we're like,
Not feeling
I don't
it.
know. Let's go do something else. We can take it in 2-3 hour chunks. As soon as we play more than that, it gets annoying as fuck.
Right.
Because it's just the same shit over and over, and your build's not progressing as much as you want. Also, she accidentally respec'd and didn't realize you only have 1 respec, and maybe it's not the respec she wanted to do.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, it is. We'll probably beat it. I think confidently we'll beat it, but it will not be before Diablo 4 comes out for
4.
sure.
Yeah, that's fair. Cause like, I mean, Diablo 2 is a classic. I think everybody should at least try it at some point. But I think
it's also the
forcing
remaster
yourself-
or
yeah.
remake or whatever the fuck it is
Yeah.
really good. Switching back and forth between the old graphics and the new is fantastic. It runs flawlessly. It's great. It's a great I don't want to say port, but remaster, I guess.
a remaster. Yeah, because it is a remaster, right? I don't remember exactly.
Mhm. Yeah, not a remake because then the old graphics wouldn't really work, but yeah, pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, played some Red Dead 1. That game is amazing still.
It's so good.
shocking how good it stands up, although there's some crazy stuff I forget. Like, my horse died. By the way, there's cougars everywhere. Cougars are everywhere, and you will never see them coming, and they'll kill your horse immediately.
So fucking dumb.
And your horse dies so fast, and then you can just whistle and you have another horse, which I
Yep.
forgot was the thing in that game.
Yeah, magic horse.
Yeah, dude. Just, so many magic horses. Faye's like trying to put logic to it. She's like, "Wait, did you whistle and a wild horse came from nearby?" I was like, "No. It is summoned out of the ether."
He's just he's
It's
all
already got
eternal.
my fucking saddle on and all that shit. Like it's
Just
crazy.
a wild horse shows up ready to
Also-
be broken in.
Going from 2 to 1, I never thought that I would miss running into rocks and trees and like having that actually knock you off your horse. But in the other game, your horse will literally zigzag impossibly to miss obstacles, and I missed that.
So jank. It was super jank. I mean, it was the PlayStation 3, and the PlayStation 3
Yeah.
had that weird hardware shit. So I
Well,
kind of
it's the Xbox version, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Still.
Yeah. We're playing the Xbox 360 version on the Xbox One.
Oh, okay. On the
Yeah.
one. Gotcha.
We just met Seth, who's like the grave digger guy that's
Mhm.
all crazy, and yeah, the cast of characters are great. I also kind of like the formula that they used in Red Dead 1 because in Red Dead 2, like every cutscene goes for like 10 minutes. Like
Yeah.
they're long and there's like expedition for everything, which is great. I love that game for that. But this game for replayability, you got like 4 sentences with somebody and it's like, bam, we're just going. It's like, what? Why? But it doesn't matter because I'm playing a video game, you know?
Yeah.
It fits. It's great.
It works.
I
definitely
have
works.
100% of that game before. And
Really.
yeah. I want to
You even get the
100% this.
cougar skins?
Yeah.
The
I
knife?
did all of it. Everything except the multiplayer achievements. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I got the
multiplayer.
100G like single player 100% thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm not going to be doing that this time, but
No.
it is a fun game. Now, this other game cropped up out of fucking nowhere for me, and you sold it to me about 2 hours ago. Warhammer Bolt Gun. I think maybe you sent this to me, or I've seen a screenshot or two. I didn't realize it was out.
To you long ago. Yeah,
and
it just came out this week.
Boom! It looked amazing on your stream, so I had to buy it. And I've only played 2 levels so far, but it's super cool.
It's so good.
Like,
Beautiful.
It is
artwork.
Proteus times 2 or 3. It's really good, dude.
It's so well done, and like it's beautiful. There's like a bunch of graphic sliders in there, so you can make it like more pixelated if you wanted or not. Yeah, I was fucking with it at the beginning of the stream, and it's just gorgeous. It's such a fucking good game. The music's good. The guns feel really good, and like the movement does too. So like
That's great.
The leaping and everything.
Oh yeah, I that's a bit abusable. I assume you're playing on a harder difficulty.
Yeah, I'm playing on hard.
Is it super cheap? Because it feels like I can just use that to escape danger whenever I want. Almost.
It doesn't always, because there's stuff that will just target you regardless. Like there's these pink fuckers that will shoot you, and you can like try to dodge and weave. Unless you like get it behind something directly, it's still gonna hit you. So jumping doesn't always save you.
Wait, so it doesn't like provide iframes?
Like, what do you mean?
When you're like, so let's say you're about to do the melee, and it like freezes time or whatever. Not freezes, but slow-mo.
Yeah, it slows it down.
And then I feel like I've gone through, like someone was shooting me, and I go to like jump attack them with the melee, and I like bypass those bullets, or they don't hurt me or something. Is that not the case?
I think I've still gotten hit by some of them and stuff like that.
I've only played 2 levels. I haven't really dialed that in, but it felt like it really was not a risk, although I'm playing on medium or whatever.
It wasn't hard until all of a sudden, like, one level, and then it just slapped me so fucking hard down. And I was like, oh no, what have I done? And then I would be like, yeah, this isn't that bad. And then I got my ass kicked. I got to the first boss, so I beat the first chapter and everything. But yeah, it's been...
Do you have any idea how long the game is?
No idea. I didn't look.
Huh.
I figured it's going to be probably close, like maybe to
10.
8 to 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably somewhere in there, depending on how much you die.
The staying power of those, yeah.
Honestly, I think 8 hours is a good number for video games, but that's just me.
Especially shooters, yeah.
Yes, especially for shooters. They don't overstay their welcome. They don't continue to be repetitive and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay, so you picked it up and you're just
I
like,
picked it up and just bam, let's go. Yeah. It looked really good, and it is good. Especially having that sort of like melee, just you can use it whenever you want. Like the annoying thing about Doom 2016's chainsaw thing was like it was a
cooldown.
It was a cooldown, and you had to like pick up ammo for it, right?
Yeah.
Or no?
There was some mechanic.
Some mechanic that stopped you from using it all the time.
Which
made sense because it gives you ammo. It's like a different thing, but yeah, being able to just melee little buddies all the time is fantastic.
It doesn't kill everything instantly, but it definitely does help.
Yeah. Well, it didn't in Doom 2016 either, because you had to wait till they were flashing blue.
Oh yeah, that's right. And then
it is weird having health bars on things. That's a new sort of thing for that genre, I feel like.
It's kind of nice.
Yeah, it is nice. Yeah, I agree, actually. Yeah.
You're just like, fuck! Like 90% of the time. Okay.
Yeah. And then you get to feel how close you were to killing something before it kills you.
Yes. He's one, man. He's one. He's fucking one. Just go run he's one. Fucking.
Yeah. So those are my games. What'd you play? We could start with the overlap with Bolt Gun if you want.
Yep. I did play Bolt Gun. I put about almost 3 hours into it. I just beat, like I said, that first boss. It's really good. Like I've already said, the guns, everything in this feels really fucking good. It brought out all the fucking Warhammer nerds into my chat, and they're like posting Warhammer shit. I'm like, yeah, for the Emperor. Okay, I don't really know all of the lore.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Warhammer.
Yeah, that's fair.
Or the other one.
I don't think you need to know anything to just play this game, other than
No, it doesn't feel like it.
yeah, other than the servitor was once a human. Your little friend, the robot friend. Yeah,
I was actually gonna make a comment that I kind of wish that wasn't a thing.
Really? He's
I mean it's fine. I would be
bad.
perfectly happy with just the text pop-ups, and there doesn't need to be an in-game justification. You know what I mean?
For a character, yeah.
Because it's like such a video gamey ass video game.
A gamey video game. Okay. But yeah, I've been enjoying that. I did get asked to play a early access game, which is called Dino Trauma. It's basically like old school Turok, and like it's another boomer shooter FPS. And it's pretty jank. It's still, like I said, in early access, but I think for what he's got so far, it's pretty good. The dinos are cheesy. There's health bars again in this, which is funny. And the gunplay actually felt pretty decent. I think my only complaint was the sounds. The sounds were very off compared to like everything else. So like the sounds were so fucking loud, and I was just like, yeah, I can't handle this for too long. So I played that for about an hour or so today. It's not too bad. Like I said, I think if they just fix the sounds, it'll be a lot better. I finished Hand of Doom, which I don't remember if I talked about last week on the podcast. I think I did. Maybe
you did, yeah.
I did. Okay, never mind.
Talked about the last boss.
It's so good. I punched the shit out of it. On top of that, I did play a couple itch.io games. I played this one called Eerie Enigma. This game was so good. It's so short, and it has voice acting compared to like most of the itch.io games that are out there. This indie itch.io had like really bad voice acting on purpose. Like it was I forgot who said it, but they said it sounds like Dragon Ball Z. So it's like over exaggerated and just really bad. But it fit perfectly with like kind of that old PlayStation aesthetic and stuff. I really liked it. And then I played another one called Last Train Home. It was just a short horror game, puzzles, kind of like Monkey Island, click adventure. It was all right.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay. Yeah, so you just like solve quick little puzzles. It was really short. But the game that I really got sucked into this week, you're gonna make fun of me. And there's things that I love about it, and there's things that I absolutely cannot stand about it. So it is called Barn Finders. Basically, you go find junk and then you sell it in your store, just like American Pickers. I don't know if you've ever seen that TV show.
Yeah.
But,
like the Storage Wars shit or whatever?
Yeah, Storage Wars shit, stuff like that. You go bid on places, you go get stuff, and then you bring it back home and you sell it in your shop. It's really fucking dumb.
Is it one of those dumb sim games that are
it's
like
a
barely a video game?
Yeah, kind of. And there's something dopamine hitting about it.
It's
like
on
gas
my
station.
ignore list. Shocker.
Well,
yeah. Oh, God, look at that UI. Jesus Christ. It always looks exactly like this.
I fucking love it. I fucking love it. It's been fun for me. I've had a good time with it.
Now, the objects that you find that are worth money, is it bullshit, or is it like, no, in real life, this would probably be worth money?
Yeah. It's like old school, like retro TVs, weird baby dolls, and stuff like that. You just find a bunch of other shit.
Retro TVs aren't worth shit.
Dude, people buy retro TVs all the fucking time.
For like $200 maybe.
Yeah, and that's what you sell it for.
Okay. But that's not a lot. I was thinking there'd be something worth like $100K.
Well, you find like cars and shit too in the barn sometimes.
Okay.
So, and then you find parts to build things and stuff that you slowly build. There's like a cheesy story with aliens and moonshine, which is kind of dumb. So I've just ignored the story. Yeah, it's real cringe. It's real cringe. Okay. I just want to find things and collect things and sell them to people and argue with them about the price.
Oh, is that a mechanic?
Yes.
That's fantastic.
There's a haggle mechanic.
Okay.
It's
kind
of funny. But then
do you bring in experts that advise you?
No, you don't bring an expert. You're the expert.
Pawn Stars?
No, it's not Pawn Stars.
Okay.
But the funny thing is, there's a well, I guess it's not funny because I hate toilet humor. I think toilet humor is the lowest form of humor. Like constant farts and shit like that, and like literally farting all the time. So if you go into the bathroom you will take a shit in the game, and it just is the most horrendous, like, fart storm, and it's gross. It's like, this isn't funny. And then sometimes if you crouch down, you fart. And it's a high probability because you're going to crouch down a lot to pick up stuff and find stuff, and you just constantly fart. And I'm just like, why?
Wow.
Why? Why is there toilet humor in here? I hate it. And, like, somebody was talking to me about Binding of Isaac, and they're like, you hate toilet humor. Why are you playing Binding of Isaac? I'm like, I don't see it as toilet humor. I see it as a fucked up, messed up game where a child had to eat shit in a basement.
Yeah, there's like dark shit, and yeah, toilet humor's a little different than that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really gross because you have like an outhouse, and I was like, what is this? And and there's outhouses randomly throughout the map, so if you open a door and you don't know it's an outhouse, you're just going to start that shitting sound. And I'm like, why is this in this game? This is fucking gross. I didn't want this.
Wait. You're saying you don't know it's an outhouse?
Yeah, you just open up a door and
then bullshit on that. What shape are fucking outhouses?
Toilet. You don't know if it's a toilet or
what else would it be?
You're just going through. Okay, so there was this one place where it was inside the house. There was a bathroom inside the house.
Oh yeah, in the house. Yeah.
I opened it, and then it starts the shitting thing where you slowly walk in and you hear him taking off his pants and then shitting happening. And I'm like,
yeah,
gross, dude. Why? It's so nar. It's like my least favorite fucking thing. My absolute least fucking favorite thing.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah. But other than that, that's what I played this week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nar, toilet humor.
Nar toilet humor. I want to write a review. It's like, is there a way to disable this sound effect? Please and thank you.
Maybe modders will take care of it.
Mods, please save me.
I'll put baby mobile sounds instead of farting.
Yeah, baby crying because I can't handle some fart sound effects.
It's can't handle it.
Like, farting, fine. That's fine. Every once in a while, kind of funny. Haha. But, like, just the toilet thing, it was so
you ever play that My Summer Car game or whatever where you can pee on people?
You can pee on things and people? I'm okay with that. That's fine.
At least you're in control of it, right?
Yeah, you're in control of it. I can't stop the animation of you slowly walking into the toilet and you're like, yes, this is my time to drop trout.
Yeah.
Ugh. It was so gross. Yeah, DeLorean thinks My Summer Car's like the fucking tits. I keep needing to play it at some point. When I get drunk, maybe next time. That's a mechanic in the game. Okay. Hi, everyone. Also, by the way. Hola. I guess let's hop into the news.
Kona Ola. No.
Kona Ola. Let's get it in the news. So there is quite a bit of stuff today, but not.
I thought you said there wasn't any.
Okay, there is, but there isn't. There's some stuff we have to unpack.
Nothing of substance.
Other than gold,
I don't know where
maybe?
my words are today.
Yeah, that's fair. So Nintendo has blocked the Steam version of the GameCube and Wii emulator of Dolphin. I don't know if you've ever played Dolphin. I played it on the Dreamcast, surprisingly, out of all of the things.
I know I've heard of it. I really don't have interest in emulating most Nintendo games, though.
Yeah, I don't either, obviously, but Dolphin has messed this up, according to emulation experts. So they were trying to release this emulation version on Steam. And I don't know where they were thinking, and I don't know where they were getting off with this, but like they basically said, with much disappointment, we have to announce that Dolphin on Steam release has been postponed indefinitely. We were notified by Valve that Nintendo has issued a cease and desist, citing DMCA against Dolphin's Steam page and have removed it from Steam. And they're currently investigating their options to do this. And like, I think it's often argued that emulators are kind of a gray area, and it's legal to use them as ROM images of the games. Like having
like
an
if you
emulator.
Rip your own.
Yeah, you rip your own and stuff like that, which contains the copyright data.
Like
the
the
ROM is
PlayStation
illegal.
emulator, you can
Yeah.
download, but you have to rip your own BIOS or whatever.
Yeah.
And no one does that. I
Nobody
mean,
does
just
that.
no one does that.
Right. The ROM itself is illegal. The emulation isn't. The ROM itself is illegal because that's what contains the data.
Yeah.
And so it is a very gray area. So it's suggested that it's basically kind of it's kind of their fault. There's rumors going around that there's Wii common keys in part of it, so there's a lot of Wii data and a bunch of other information from Nintendo's actual like games. So this isn't like a remake. This isn't anything else. This is literally a ROM. It's an emulator at this point. And as much as I've always wanted to play this game in its fullest, finest, and detail, there's definitely many ways to do it still. You just have to know where to go.
That's the funny thing is, like, what are we shutting down exactly? Like, they're gonna be able
trying to put it on Steam, and
they're gonna be able to do it. Yeah, I kind of think maybe it shouldn't be on Steam.
It shouldn't be on Steam. I agree with that. It's
like,
it
it's
puts
a
Steam at
backdoor
risk.
into gaming, and maybe don't make that the front page of Steam or anything. You know? Can you imagine Dolphin emulator release?
Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking trying to get it on Steam. It's so bonkers. They have their own website, which has a huge button to download it, and you just need an emulator, and it's just so fucking bonkers. And yeah, it's all over the place. It's literally all over the fucking place, but they, for some reason, thought it was a really good idea to try to get on Steam, and now they're trying to, like, fight it, and it's just like, okay, are you okay? Are you okay, Luigi Blood? Like, are you okay? And, like, he was posting on Twitter, he's like, this is the first time there's been a real attack on an emulator that I've ever seen. No, it happens a lot. This is what he said on Twitter.
When did he join the scene? 2 days ago?
Know. I don't know. He was drunk or something. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, I get it. I get why emulation is so popular, especially with Nintendo games. A lot of stuff isn't forward compatible, as like DeLorean points out in chat, but it definitely needs to be on Nintendo to bring them to it. And, like, people obviously continue to pay for games to be updated and brought to newer systems. Like, as soon as Chrono Trigger brought to Steam...
Okay, let me just ask this.
Yeah.
You're Nintendo.
Yeah.
You see this happening.
Uh-huh.
Why don't you just take the exact model that these emulators have, these sites have, make it as easy to do it as they do, even sell the copies. Make it so easy. Take some money. Charge.
Put it on Steam?
That's how the music industry beat fucking piracy.
Yeah.
They just made an easier system to do it. Just fucking...
Nintendo's a boomer. Nintendo's a boomer. Nintendo's a boomer.
Somebody's nephew or something works there, right? Just listen to that kid.
$50 per game. I think that might be a little too steep, but still, like, it definitely happens. Because, like,
if it was officially supported and they said that they would, carry it through different, like, consoles. If they support it in future hardware and dude, if they put it on the PC, they would never do it, but they could make tons of money.
Yeah, just put it on Steam.
$50 per game, literally, that would sell on PC. Guaranteed.
Or give it to GOG. Because a lot of people, like, Activision has been throwing GOG.
GOG probably has people that could do it so easily.
Yeah,
GOG helps Blizzard with their ports.
Yeah, Activision and everything. Yeah, like, all these old games are going to GOG because GOG takes care of them and then updates it to the newer hardware.
Yeah.
And stuff. It's wild.
So until they do that,
people do that.
Steal. I don't give a shit. Who gives a fuck, dude?
I remember I got in a big argument with one of my children of chat. Rezi, he was mad because I was like, yeah, I don't really like to emulate. I was like, I try to buy whenever I can, and he was like, oh, I'm gonna go spend $400 on Chrono Trigger, and I'm like, motherfucker, it's on Steam right now.
Yeah, you can buy it on your
He's
phone.
like, no, it's not fucking there. And then I fucking just I bought it for him in that moment, and I gifted it to him right there. I'm like, shut the fuck up, son.
Sometimes the grown-ups know more.
Like, I get it. I miss a lot of stuff too, but I mean, everybody's gonna miss things. Stuff falls through the cracks.
But then don't take such a hard position.
Don't take such a hard position on it. It's so funny that it happens, and it definitely, it's just silly as fuck. Okay, so that's all I wanted to talk about that.
Yeah, Nintendo.
With that, everybody coming
modernize,
on in.
please, for the
Yes,
love of God.
Nintendo.
We're all dying to give you money.
We're all
Well, not
dying
me,
to throw
but
money
everyone
at
else.
you. Yeah, pretty much everyone else. Like, it would be silly for them not to. The next major event was the PlayStation Showcase. They're the first ones to go off this week with everything.
Yeah.
So, did you watch any of this, or did you see any of the
I think I
follow-up with
watched
this?
most of it, yeah. Assassin's Creed Mirage is coming back as like an old school Assassin's Creed.
Yes.
Which I guess is fine. It looked
okay.
really Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, which is fine, I guess.
Right.
Yeah, sure. I'll play it. Yeah.
Yeah. Snake
fucking
Eater?
Alan Wake 2, baby.
Yes.
Oh, fuck. I'm very excited about that.
I
saw a lot of people saying this shit was disappointing. I don't know what else you could have gotten out of this.
So I think PlayStation's was a little lackluster.
Was it? Okay.
I kind of agree with that.
I'm not really a console guy, so I guess I don't
either.
know, but
I'm not too much either, but Alan Wake looks really, really good. I mean, I would love to see. I need to finish Alan Wake 1. Maybe this is going to be my push to finally do it at some point.
Yeah.
I know it's a good game, and I've seen it, and I just need to actually experience it for myself. But yeah, a lot of people were saying this was like a lot of lackluster because it was like remakes. We got Solid Snake, Snake Eater remake. We got the Assassin's Creed
What
Mirage.
is that, by the way? I'm not a Metal Gear guy. I've watched.
That's like the GOAT. That's the GOAT of Metal Gear.
3 is the GOAT?
2 and 3 are the GOATs.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
I bet you, and it's really funny when because Metal Gear got leaked early, and Kojima posted like a picture of him like eating sad pasta and like a Sprite, and I was like, oh man, just really eating those fucking feelings. Because that was his baby. Metal Gear Solid was his baby, and he can't work on it anymore.
Oh, I'm aware of that.
Yeah. So, besides that, there was a couple other things like Final Fantasy's getting stuff. There's the Dragon's Dogma, which looks pretty interesting. Bungie did announce a new FPS called Marathon. That's set to release in the next couple of years or so. And this actually looks kind of neat, and the fact that it's Bungie doing a FPS again, it's kind of I think it's a good thing. But yeah, but this game isn't a sequel or anything. This is going to be its own standalone thing, but it is PvP focused. There's no PvE, no story mode. So
God, fuck off. Okay.
It's going to be Halo, basically. Them trying to
Halo has
Halo.
a story. Or at least it used to.
It's true. It used to.
I mean, it still does. It's not as good, but it's it's still there.
There was like a Splatoon-looking game called Phone
Oh wait,
Stars by Square Enix.
Marathon was already a game?
Yeah, I think so. I think this is like a remake or something. I couldn't understand it, and everyone's warning about
Bungie,
it.
1994.
Before Halo, that's right. So it is a remake of the new one. Okay, thank you, Terry.
Cool.
But yeah, no, Talos Principle 2 is coming. I don't know if you've ever played the first one.
No. Come on, who are you talking to?
Okay, first one, yeah, fair enough. It is a puzzle. It's basically like The Witness. Very philosophical narrative things. I'm kind of excited for it because I think it looks good. It looks really good. Oh, according to Terry, Marathon was only on Apple. Why is Bungie so fucking... Why are you so different, Bungie? Why do you have to be so difficult?
It's so funny that Bungie seems to love to seek exclusivity. They just want that cushy publisher umbrella.
Oh, look, I'm in my little special seed. I'm so special. I'm so unique.
Fuck off.
We're under Xbox. It's cozy. No, we don't like Xbox. Oh, we're under Sony. It's really cozy over here.
Oh, we're under Activision. It's really cozy. Oh, wait.
Nope.
Phantom Blade Zero, which is going to be a new hack and slash, got announced. Ghost Runner, bunch of other stuff. The thing that kind of
Did you play Ghost Runner?
I did.
Did you like it?
It's okay.
Yeah, it looks okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's not
I like
really
the concept,
for me.
but it's yeah.
There was a Five Nights at Freddy's. Gris announced a new game called Nerva or Neva.
Is it gonna be a game this time?
I mean, I liked Gris. How fucking dare you? But yeah, there was a couple other things that looked interesting. A bunch of PlayStation VR games were announced, which, okay, we'll never see the light of day between the two of us. If anybody else plays them, please let me know. Of the 5 people that have the new
I should
PlayStation
have written
VR.
games down. I can't remember. There were a couple of things that I liked, but I couldn't remember what they were.
Let's see. There was Sea of Sword or Sword of Sea, I think, by Giant Squid. They're the people who did Zua. I can't remember, but that one also looks kind of interesting.
Oh yeah, the Immortals of Avium game. Did you see that? The Magic first-person game.
This kind of reminded me of Forspoken, though.
Did it?
Yeah.
Like cringy? I didn't get that very much.
Yeah.
Really?
Maybe it's just me and I'm jaded now from everything else.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The part where they had a couple people talking to each other was not great.
Yeah.
Hopefully you can skip that.
Hopefully you can skip that.
Yeah.
But yeah. Let's see. And other than that, but the big fucking bammo from PlayStation was their handheld. Did you see
the
this thing?
bammo? The fucking 2 seconds of not talking about it?
Yeah, they just like literally teased it and they're like,
It's like, here's a picture. Goodbye.
Goodbye. And then just like everybody's like totally.
And then everyone that has like the PlayStation whatever Vita, they're like, we already have one of those.
We already have this. What you discontinued me 3 years ago. What happened? I tried so hard.
The application of a streaming in your own home limited thing like that is
it's
like
so
people
weird.
with newborns. That's it, right? I mean,
I guess if you want to take a shit and you want to keep gaming, just look at your phone for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
or 10 minutes.
I have a Steam Deck, and that doesn't work
out
out as much as you would think it would.
Yeah. I don't think so either.
I think it's fine. I guess maybe you have to do things like that. I don't know.
Yeah. What do you guys think of the PlayStation's new thing? Also, everybody coming on in. Hi. We're doing the podcast.
Doing podcast.
We're doing podcast things, and we did miss you all and love you all very, very much. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. The only thing that I thought of when I first saw it was like, oh, a good dorky ass handset. Like I think holding that controller is gonna feel a lot better than the Steam's and also Nintendo's, because I fucking hate holding Nintendo for like that way for too long.
The Steam's? Are you talking about the
Steam Deck? Yeah.
I like holding it. I
like
got fat fucking hands though.
You got fat fucking. I have tiny hands. I have tiny baby delicate hands. I have baby hands.
I'm like an inch away from being able to just hold a basketball like this.
Are you really?
Like an inch. That's a lot.
I can't even hold a football. Like I used to
What?
play football. Yeah, so I used to play football.
You got two hands. You're like.
In middle school, I used to play football, and we had smaller footballs. And then when we went to high school,
middle school, your hands probably.
No, my hands didn't change. I was pretty much fully done growing in middle school. I think I grew 1 inch in high school. My entire high school, I grew 1 inch, and maybe 2. But still, my hands didn't grow, and so we switched to adult footballs, and like I couldn't fit my hand around the football to throw it, so it would fling behind. It was depressing. Anyway.
Wow. How about Foam Stars, the blatant fucking Splatoon ripoff?
It looks so. What is Ubisoft doing? Are they drunk? Like, I feel like they're just grasping at straws, trying to be relevant. They're like, hey, we're finally making it to the scene. Hey, we released this game. It's only 6 years late.
What
Hey,
did you say,
here's a
Ubi?
battle. Yeah, Ubi.
It's Square Enix.
Oh, is it Square Enix?
Yeah.
They're just as bad.
They're much worse, I think.
I think so.
They're actually pretty similar, but Square Enix are the ones that are like, you're gonna like NFT games. You will.
Oh, yeah.
We know better than you.
They're so invested.
So if there's
on
NFTs and foam
still.
stars and you buy it, you did it to yourself.
Did it to yourself. Yeah. Yeah. That's why they lost Tomb Raider and everything too. They gave away Tomb Raider and a bunch of other small studios
their fucking sunken
to recoup
costs.
their sunken cost on trying to get into NFTs, and it's going very well for them, obviously. Even though
Assassin's Creed Mirage is October 12th. That's not that far.
No,
that's gonna
it's
be great.
Not far.
Oh, this year might be good.
Well,
I forgot Dragon's Dogma 2.
I said Dragon's Dogma 2.
Did you? Well,
Yeah.
you rather laugh so fast.
I'm sorry.
Didn't.
I'm so
also,
sorry.
I was trying to find my own list. Did you play Dragon's Dogma 1?
I did not.
I
it
haven't
worth
beat
it?
it, but I like it in theory.
Do you think I would like it?
You didn't like Dragon Age Inquisition, right?
I couldn't play it because remember it kept crashing. I never got to play it because it would never fucking be consistent.
I don't know. I mean, it's got the Dark Soulsy hard element. I think you might like it, to be honest. I mean, it's not as hard as Dark Souls, but it's got that kind of like you got to figure the game out, you know.
Dogma.
And that
Dragon
comes out. No idea.
Oh, I own
Doesn't
this
say.
fucking game apparently. I guess I didn't realize I owned this fucking game. All right, I'll take a look at it again.
I'd
It's
very much like to
Capcom.
beat it, but I have not gotten around to it.
It's Capcom. Okay. Yeah, there's a couple games that Sony announced. They're not going to be. Not all of them are exclusive. Like Snake Eater isn't going to. It was originally announced as Xbox, but obviously it's going to be on PlayStation 2. Alan Wake, I think, is going to be an exclusive, but only by Epic. I think. No, it's going on the Xbox. Okay, it's going on everything. That made me nervous at first. And, like, I know people were having a meltdown because apparently Alan Wake isn't going to have, like, a digital or a non-digital copy. It's going to have only digital.
That's fine.
That's what I said.
That's fine. We've arrived at that era now. Sorry.
A lot of people were having a meltdown. They're like, what if I want to just go play the kid? Stop buying plastic. Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop
the plastic you buy right now doesn't have the thing you're buying.
No. You have to download it anyway.
What's the last game that you bought at a physical store and you could just pop it into your offline console and it works? None?
know.
Is it none?
Is it none? None.
PS4 was the last time you could do that, and even then, it was pretty sparse.
It was pretty lackluster. Yeah. It was definitely lackluster.
How about that 12-minute fucking Marvel Spider-Man 2 fucking shit?
Really
it's like fun. Like I really like that game, and I'm glad they're doing another one. But why did we have to see like 20 fucking minutes of it?
I don't know. I think
so long.
Yeah, Sony's really trying to come out strong. And like a lot of these games aren't theirs that they're announcing. They're not like PlayStation exclusives.
Did they have a Naughty Dog game there?
I think
was no Naughty Dog game,
was
right?
supposed to have the multiplayer game for Last of Us.
Oh.
But it's
Ew, why?
It's
what?
been delayed. It's been delayed.
Is it gonna be like a Dead by Daylight kind of thing? Or?
I have no idea what it's gonna be like.
Interesting, because like, yeah, what is a
I have absolutely no.
what does a
interest
Last
in
of Us
multiplayer
game
Last of
even
Us
look
game.
like in 2023 or 4?
Maybe like working together as teams to hide from the bad guys. I don't know. Maybe AI versus people.
Like a Left 4 Dead kind of thing, maybe.
Yeah, Left 4 Dead kind of situation. That's the only thing I could think of.
Maybe. In playing Red Dead 1, I got super excited to revisit the best expansion for any video game, maybe ever. No, Dragon Age Origins has Awakening, which is pretty good. But the Nightmare, Undead Nightmare Remember the zombie DLC? So good. I can't wait.
It was so good. It was so good. It was definitely different too, compared to like everything
And
else.
it's such a simple concept. It's like, hey, what about we do this open world but with zombies? Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, for fucking sure. Other than that, the last thing we could talk about is the shit show known as Golem.
Yes.
So it's really funny because last year when this game was announced, Golem looked way different.
Did it?
I was looking up pictures of it on stream today, and I was like comparing it, and I'm like,
could you show me?
Yeah, let me see if
Where
I
do
can find it.
Go to do this. Give me some keywords. Golem announced trailer.
Yeah, I think Golem announcement. And he looked closer to what he looks like in the movie.
Well, they probably had to change that because this is based off the license of the books, apparently.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like, here we go. Here we go. Let me see if I can send this to you on Discord without fucking up Discord too much. Oh, Discord hates me right now. I don't think I could send it to you. Fuck! I'm gonna post. I'm gonna post a link in chat. Let me see if I can find this. It's like
it's so weird that Daedalic did this.
Yeah, Daedalic. What the fuck? So there's a trailer for this, and it looks way different. Like, he looks different in this. And this actually kind of makes it look a little bit more interesting than what we got. So if you go to like 36 seconds, you can get a good look at his face in that trailer.
Oh, yeah.
He looks way different.
Well, that's just CGI.
I understand that that's just CGI, but like it looks way different than anything else that they put out.
Look at his hair. In the game, his hair is like a full fucking bowl cut mop.
Yeah, and he looks, his eyes are way funky, and he just does not look good.
Yeah.
As much as we're starting to shit on this game and continue to shit on this game, they did release an apology addressing the bugs because apparently it is a buggy fucking mess. I watched Charlie play it a little bit, and he had a rough go trying to get things to work. Or trying to get things, like, to configure things around. Also, like, it's very unforgiving, so if you accidentally fuck up in the tutorial area, he started all the way back at the beginning.
I'm going to read one of these YouTube comments from a year ago.
Yeah, sure. Let's read
Final boss is Samwise Gamgee, who uses potatoes as projectiles. The strategy to beat him is to accuse him of eating all the lambus bread until he cries and can't fight anymore. Literally would have been better than what we got.
Honestly, I think that would have been 10 out of 10.
There's nothing that they could have sold for this. As soon as it was announced, everyone looks around and goes,
who asked for this?
Did you ask for this? I didn't. You're a Tolkien fan? No, me neither. No. Who the people that are Star Wars fans but not Lord of the Rings fans that are pissed about how much people shit on Jar Jar? Are those the people who wanted this game? Who wanted this game?
They're the Jar Jar people, honestly.
The Jar Jar supporters really came out and made this game, dude. What the fuck?
I don't know, dude. It definitely was funny as fuck and weird. Also, on top of everything else, like, it just felt very lackluster and just like a shell of a game. And, like, watching it, seeing its jankness, and then them having like a broken ass game. Also, this game is $50 fucking dollars.
It's $60 if you want the elves to speak Elvish.
It's $60 if you want the additional things, which is the elves will speak Elvish. You get the golem emotes, because that's what I always wanted to do.
Who can forget the fails to catch a fly golem emote?
And lore.
Yep, the compendium.
The compendium, which explains things and goes over everything for you.
Which also, I don't know if you saw some of that, but it's poorly written from like the development. It's not like excerpts written from Tolkien. It's like, this is
to put it in
the
words.
Silmarillion, and what it really means is, I don't know. I googled this, and this is probably what it is.
They just copied and pasted a wiki?
No, worse than that. It's the shitty understanding of somebody who's not like a Tolkien expert interpreting things that Tolkien wrote.
So
and being upfront about that. They're like, hey, this is probably based in this kind of thing. We don't really know, but it's this kind of thing. Written in that kind of language, like you're talking to a modern person, not like mysterious fucking Lord of the Rings lore. It's like, hey, broski, I made Lord of the Rings, and here you go. It's stupid. Very stupid.
So fucking
and there's
bad.
Like typos all over it. It's so bad. Dude.
Oh no, I didn't know there was typos.
Yeah.
Oh, I just like looked at it and then I was like, that's cool, like whatever, okay. And then I like pieced out and stuff and then I didn't look any more into it. That's so fucking depressing.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, not really.
no.
It's fine. I don't care. Look, Tolkien was the last, like, we're not going to fuck with that franchise. The floodgates were opened with Ring of Power. We can do whatever we want. It's a shitty, owned by the wrong people franchise. Just play Lord of the Rings online and everything's going to be fine.
Just go back to the 2007 game. Don't listen to Amazon or anybody else who
I was
made
in
this
somebody's
fucking
stream
game.
that was streaming the Gollum game, and somebody in their chat was like, I just wanted a Hobbit game where I could smoke and drink. And I was like, oh, that game
Lord of
exists.
the Rings
It's called Lord of the
Online.
Rings Online. You should play. And they didn't. They blocked me, actually.
Oh, they blocked you?
No, not really, but
Oh, that would have been funny, though.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I understand. I'm all for a company trying new things. And, like, we've had big blunders of people trying new things. Because if we don't try new things, we don't get new interesting things. However, I don't think a stealth golem game is
I'd like to normalize somehow, if we can,
Failing?
this goddamn industry. Failing is prevalent. It's rampant, actually.
It needs to happen. This is the year of the flounder.
Year of the flounder. Not the fish.
Think of it. Yeah.
But, okay, so what I want to normalize, though, is video games. Look, you set out for a goal, right? You're like, we're making this $60 or $50 game, blah, blah, blah. But once you get there, you kind of know there's no stopping this train.
Yeah.
However, we didn't come up with a $60 product. Maybe it's $20 now. What if Gollum is $20 now? Do that.
Yeah,
It's still pretty bad, but like, don't. That's part of the talking points of like, who's paying $50 for this garbage? I don't care if you like. I literally think it's the pride of the publisher and/or studio, whoever, that they won't lower the price on the game permanently. I'm not talking about a sale. I'm not talking about a pre-order sale. I'm talking about just know the kind of product you made. And yeah, you fucked it up. It's $20 now. Maybe more people will buy it because of that. Not this game, probably,
people
but
would be willing to try it. I think I would give it a go. I want to get it just to shit all over it, but I'm gonna wait until it's like $5.
Redfall probably got way more people playing it because it was on that Game Pass, and that's like another avenue where that works out because you can try it for way less. Or demos. Bring demos back. Fucking make demos for every game.
A lot of games are doing demos. I feel like
a lot of indie games are doing demos. What AAA games are doing demos? Well, this isn't a AAA game, but you know.
What is this game?
It kind of sold itself as a AAA game.
It definitely tried to. It's trying to sell itself as a AAA
that's
game.
The thing that sucks so much about this game is every step along the way they're trying to pull the wool over our eyes.
Yeah. They think we're dumb, and I feel like they think that people will pay for all this extra shit too, and they're just trying to cash cow.
There's somebody crying in a publisher's office like, I don't get it. They'll pay for Call of Duty battle passes, and they won't buy your games.
I mean, this year has had its fails. I'm not gonna lie. This year has definitely
it's really
had its
two
blunders.
major ones. Is there another one you're thinking of?
Forspoken didn't do very well.
That was this year. Oh my
that was this year, bro. It doesn't feel like it.
Oh, it doesn't. Was that like February or something?
Let me look. I think it was January. It was very, 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 very beginning of this year.
Yeah. Dude, I forgot. This is the year of the blunders, dude.
This is the year of the blunders. High on Life.
That came out this year?
Oh, that came out last year. No, that came out last year.
Okay, I was going to say.
It was December. It was December, but it will count for Game Awards this year. So it passed that date. So
Wow.
it's kind of new to me.
I wish
still.
Game Award. I wish the Keeleys would like come out and be like, "We're gonna
Keeleys.
have the worst Game Award, dude."
Oh, dude.
How fucking fire would that be?
Oh, fuck. But yeah, Fred, I guess Papa Phil over there, Phil Spencer, he's probably like, "Oh, yes, Redfall isn't the worst game this year. Yes, thank you, Golem. Thank you for shitting all over
Dude, it
the
actually
bed."
is worse, and that's
It
just
is,
amazing.
which is
It's
bad.
what 1 or 2 months removed. Like that's nuts.
Is it even been 2 months? When was
I think it was
Redfall
April,
release?
right? So 1 month?
Redfall release. Let's look. Release
If it was
date.
March, then I
think it
guess
was
it's
May.
2.
May 2nd.
May? 2 games in the same month? Video games? What are you doing? What are you doing, video games? Where are your parents?
Fucking joking over here.
Oh my god, dude.
Uh,
Oh my
Sorry.
god.
Lori pointed out the original Crisis is much better than the Jar Jar Binks video game. We don't talk about the Jar Jar Binks video game. Okay. Yeah, I think this is going to be the year of the blunders. I'm a little nervous for the rest of the year. We have Starfield. We have...
Yeah, that's gonna do good.
We have, well, that, so, Xbox Showcase is
My prediction
another?
for Starfield is it launches buggy and everyone says, "See, bad video game." But they fix the bugs in like a month or 7, and it's a great video game.
Yeah. I don't know about that. So, Xbox Showcase isn't until June. So, we got another month before we
wow.
see another major showcase. I don't really give a shit about Nintendo. But the funny thing is, apparently, the Xbox Showcase is going to be shown in some theaters. Like, what the fuck is happening? What is happening in this
Wow.
world?
As like one of those, what are those called? The fandom events or whatever?
Yeah, a fandom event.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
dumb.
It's
No one
definitely-
goes to those. I'd love to see ticket sales on those things. It's 0. I mean,
I want to
Jesus.
sit home in my underwear.
it's like
Jesus
subsidized
Christ.
by PBS or something. What? How the fuck do they keep doing those things?
Yeah. Lloyd Beads, hello. He points out, or they point out, Bethesda games are always buggy and still good. I kind of agree with that.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I agree.
Well, until 76, but yeah.
We don't talk about 76 on this channel. We don't talk about 76. I'd buy Starfield if it was as good as Elite Dangerous by DeLorean. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be as good as Elite Dangerous. Elite Dangerous is like in its own thing, and it's not solo. Like you don't.
I promise
really leave
this.
Your ship.
It'll be more personally interesting to me than Elite Dangerous.
I mean, Elite Dangerous has changed a lot, but it's definitely more about hanging out in the car and stuff. Hanging out in the car. Sit in the car, Jimmy. 76 not withholding. Bethesda relies on modders to fix their games, and they will. Never.
But don't you worry, they'll release a version with all the best mods in it later. With no credit given to the original.
Oh, those
mods.
fuckers. Yeah, I really hate that Bethesda does that. Thanks for pointing that out, Eric. Yeah, we don't count 76.
I will say I played Skyrim 100% vanilla except Sky UI.
Sky UI. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I can appreciate that. Just having the UI change, because the UI sucks.
The UI on PC, it's just
it's
unbelievably
ancient.
bad. Yeah,
Well, it's for console players.
Yeah.
I mean, they were
which
trying.
is fine. Console players, they exist and they have jobs, and leave them alone.
Leave them alone. Leave the peasants alone. We'll stick over here with our $6,000 computers. As we drink our alcohol. But that's it for the news today.
Woo! Spicy.
That's it for the news, gentlemen and ladies, and they, thems in chat. But yeah. How are you?
God damn.
I don't know what happened. Yeah, Golem, sad. Will they
I'll
continue
just go an
to
hour
release-
less longer than last week.
I don't know. I think like last week it was still like an hour or something.
It literally felt like this week just went by in the
So
blink
fast.
of a fucking eye.
so fast. Yeah, we'll do this again next week, obviously,
Yes.
because this has been a lot of fun talking to you guys while we actually discuss this stuff. So we'll be here live again at 6 o'clock CST, Evil Space Bunny, and 4 o'clock PST, I think, over there.
Yes. Correct.
But yeah, thank you guys for being here. Don't forget to follow Portz at The Real Portz at Twitch and Twitter. Obviously, I'm Evil Space Bunny at Twitch and Twitter as well. We have Ignore Backlog on Twitter. I posted every single one of our fucking memes to the YouTube channel the other day. For some reason, somebody really did not like Tom Cruise's dragon. I don't know why you would hate Tom Cruise's dragon. That was one of my favorite movies I made. Anyway, we love you guys very, very much. Yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Dunzo. All right, I'm hitting stop over here. I guess we don't have to hit stop anymore. That's kind of the neat thing.
It's over.